I had one of the most extreme cases of vertigo. Everything was just spinning. I can't remember, maybe 3 days, right? That was like the Wednesday. I don't remember Thursday. I don't remember Friday. I don't remember Saturday. All of that is out of my memory. When I finally woke up, I was in a hospital in Mississauga. And when the doctors came and they said to me, because they kind of have a routine drill, they would ask you, what's your name? Why are you here? And me being very politically correct, I said to them, I'm here because I'm unwell. Because I had no idea what had happened to me. It was afterwards they told me that you suffered a stroke at the back of your head.
My God.
And they said that it's unusual to get a stroke in the place that I got it. When I came here and I consulted with my doctor, after she read the notes, right, she just kept exclaiming, but God, she said, what happens is a blood clot actually went into the brain and it burst the vessel. Right? There are two types of stroke. One is hemorrhagic and the other is something like ischemic. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yes.
Mine was the latter. And so I woke up and there was a chart on the wall. And the chart had patient details on it. And now I'm going to say a word I've never seen before. And written on the board was, the patient extubated himself. Which means they had a breathing tube in me. As a matter of fact, I pulled out the breathing tube. Right? Pulled it out and started to breathe on my own. Because I was hooked up to a ventilator. Right? And every step of the way I looked, you could just see God's hand, God's signature.
Yes, glory.
On the whole of this thing. Right? Because that was just some weeks ago. And I'm here.
Look at that.
Walking, unaided, unassisted, unimpaired. And it's simply because of God. Sometimes you preach and you teach, and I've written a book on the whole matter of tests and temptations. One thing I've learned throughout this whole experience is that God's perfect will may not exclude suffering. When Paul got called, Jesus said to him, I'm sending you to someone, and he will show you how great things you must suffer for my name's sake. We're living in an era where people believe that Christians should have a lollipop ride on a train to heaven. God's perfect will might make you uncomfortable. God is more about His will. And let me calm down. Dangerous thing to put a mic in my hand.
All right.
People have to hold of that. Right? God is more concerned about His will than your comfort. More concerned about that. And out of all this experience, I never asked God why. You know what's a strange thing, Prophet? What's a strange thing?
Oh, sir.
Several years ago, I went to Canada and I was preaching at this church. And I said, okay, tonight is miracle night. And somebody ran up, handed me a prayer request. On the request was, there's somebody in the hospital and they have a hemorrhagic stroke and there is severe bleeding on the brain. I took the note up and I said, brethren, we are going to believe God for miracles. And I said, by tomorrow, let there be no sign of bleeding. Let the doctors not be able to locate where the hemorrhage was in the first place. On the Saturday, I was doing a ministerial conference, and somebody ran up to me during the break, handed me a mobile, and they said to me, read this. The message said, I am discharged from the hospital. May the God that I serve not just show up, but show up. Show me the evidence. Look at your neighbor and say, you're living proof that Jesus Christ is the Son of the living God. I am proof. You want a testimony? Look at me. I'm a living evidence that the same Spirit that raised up Jesus Christ from the dead is the same Spirit that dwells in my mortal body. And the same Spirit that is going to cause celebration to have a celebration.